Lewis Hamilton has given his side of the story after colliding with Mercedes teammate George Russell in qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton has accepted his collision with George Russell was a matter of miscommunication between the Mercedes teammates after the seven-time world champion was hampered in qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. The 38-year-old suffered a horrifying near miss at high speed after he was forced onto the grass by Russell on the pit straight. With Russell later apologizing to his colleague and team for his misjudgment, Hamilton had been set to start a flying lap when he came across Russell on the straight. The 25-year-old was situated on the right, allowing Hamilton to overtake by staying to the left side of the track. But Russell was startled by the slow-moving Ferrari of Carlos Sainz in front of him and reduced his speed as he jinked to the left to pass the Spaniard, not knowing Hamilton was moving on the outside. Hamilton had to react quickly to avoid being shunted off the track, driving onto the grass instead, before seeing his front wing end plate clipped by Russell's W14 car. Hamilton radioed into his team and slammed his teammate's maneuver on the pit straight, telling his race engineer Peter Bonington, "George just backed off. That's really dangerous. I might have some damage on the car." But after reviewing the incident and speaking with his team, Hamilton believed it was a case of crossed wires at Mercedes as Russell received a formal warning from the stewards. "We were sent out at much different times," Hamilton said, as quoted by race fans. "I was being given my time when I was on my out lap. When I came out of turn 12 there was no one ahead, so I got on the gas. I started to pick up the pace. I came around 13 and George looked like he was going into the pit lane. I kept it going and then suddenly he cut back across, which was obviously a bit confusing. Because I didn't even know he was ahead, I think he had bailed out his first lap or something like that." Hamilton continued, "So then I was towing him and just in case he was giving me a tow, and he started to move to the right, so I was like, he is giving me a tow. So I went to the left and he started coming back across. So just a misunderstanding." Russell defended himself after insisting the collision was just a massive miscommunication, with both Mercedes drivers unaware that they were on different timed laps during Q2. "I was just looking ahead, trying to get a slipstream from Carlos and next thing Lewis was there," Russell said. "So we need to talk internally how that happened because between two teammates that should never happen. But nothing was either one's fault. I think Lewis probably just didn't know that I was starting on lap 2. It worked out worse for Russell, however, as he missed out on Q3 and could only muster 11th on the grid, while Hamilton will start 4th after Pierre Gasly was demoted to 10th for picking up 2 penalties from the race stewards.